Assalamualukm, respected doctors. Welcome to my YouTube channel, MBBS and BDS lectures. Today's video number on our YouTube channel is 346. And today our lecture is related to oral biology or oral histology or dental anatomy. Now, this video is a continuation of chapter Dentin part 2. In part 1, we already studied the definition, physical, chemical properties of dentin. Now, today's topic is the histological structure of dentin. When we see the dentin in microscope, which structure we see. Now today's topic outline is like other hard tissue, vital tissue contain cell and intercellular substance, same dentin have. Now first we start in today's topic outline. There are 9 topic outline. We will study one by one. First we will study about the cell in dentin, odontoblast. Then about odontoblastic process. Third, we will study in detail about dentinal tubule. Then we will study about peritubular dentine or intratubular dentine. And next is the intertubular dentine. And next we will study about interglobular dentine. And on 7th rank we will study the granular layer of tomes. Then about incremental lines. In incremental lines we will study about 3 incremental lines. Number 1, incremental lines of Von Ebner. Second is the incremental line of Owen. And the third is the neonatal lines. And the last is the dentinal junctions. There are 2 types of dentinal junction. Number 1 is DEJ, dentino-enamel junction. Second is the DCJ, dentino-cemental junction. First we start from odontoblast. Now, odontoblast cells form continuous layer of closing packed cells in the pulpal surface of dentin. Next, odontoblast cell have variable length. Therefore, their nuclei appear at different level. Now, each odontoblast have odontoblastic process which present in dentinal tubules. Now come to the diagram of odontoblast and its process. On left side there is the odontoblast cell, and right side the odontoblastic process. Now after odontoblast come to the odontoblastic process. Each dentinal tubule contains odontoblastic process. Follow the course of dentinal tubule. Each odontoblastic process give lateral branches and terminal branches. Look at this diagram. In this diagram, the odontoblastic process move, and at right angle the branch emerge from this odontoblastic process known as lateral branches, and the parent branch which move forward and divide into 2, this is known as terminal branch, which terminate at the outer surface of dentin. Now first come to the lateral branches. Lateral branches originate at right angle to their processes in lateral extension of dentinal tubule, and some of them unite with each other branches of adjacent processes. This is the lateral branches. And next is the terminal branch. terminal branches. Now terminal branches, these are present at the outer surface of dentin. Now the terminal branches are two in numbers. They unite with the neighboring one to form plexus beneath dentino-enamel junction. Now the crown, now some terminal branches in the crown cross the dentino-enamel junction and protrude into the enamel, which is called enamel spindle. Now in the root, the terminal branches end at cemento-dentinal junction and called the granular layer of tomes. Now here look at this diagram. On the right side there is a dentin and the left side there is a cementum, and on the junction of dentino-cemental junction there is a granular layer of tomes, which is actually terminal branches which end at cemento-dentinal junction. Now third, after odontoblastic process, come to the dentinal tubules. Now dentinal tubules, in dentinal tubules we will study its definition, its dimension, its course, its content. First definition. Dentinal tubule are the unit structure of dentin which extend from dento-enamel junction and cemento-enamel junction to pulpal wall. Now after definition come to the course of dentinal tubule. Now dentinal tubule in middle of tooth, dentinal tubule have a S-shaped curve which is known as primary curvature, S-shaped course which is known as primary curvature. Look at this diagram. There is in the middle of the tooth there is a S-shaped curvature of dentinal tubule, S-shaped course which is known as primary curvature. Now the dentinal tubules are straight at the root tip and incisal edges and cusps. Next, dentinal tubule shows secondary curvature due to spiral tract taken by odontoblast from wider outer dentin surface to the narrow inner pulpal surface. Now come to the outer course. Now come to the dimensions of dentinal tubules. Now tubules is tapered structure, mean they from broad to they continuously narrow from broad to narrow. When they move, they continuously become narrow. And near the pulp, the dimensions is 2.5 micrometer, and near the dentin, the dimension of dentinal tubule is 900 nanometer. After dimension come to the numbers. There are 30,000 dentinal tubule per mm square near the outer dentin surface, and there are 75,000 dentinal tubules per mm square near the pulp surface. Now the ratio between number of tubules per unit area in the outer surface of dentin and inner pulpal surface is 1:4. Mean there are more dentinal tubule in the pulpal surface. Now come to the component of dentinal tubules. There are three components of dentinal tubules. Number one is the odontoblastic process of odontoblast cell. Second is the dentinal fluids which is responsible for its sensitivity, and the third is the nerve fibers which present in dentinal tubules. Now look at these 3 to 4 continuous diagram. In this diagram there is a peritubular, there is a dentinal tubule. Now come to the Next diagram, there is also the dentinal tubules. This is the dentinal tubule diagram. Now come to the next diagram. In this diagram, the white is the odontoblast, which have its processes, and in the dentinal tubule there is a nerve. And look at another diagram. Here the best visibility of, there is a dentinal tubule, black and white is the odontoblastic process which present in the dentinal tubule. Now after dentinal tubule, next is the peritubular dentine or intratubular dentine. Intratubular dentine, it present inside the dentinal tubule like its name indicate. Now inside dentinal tubule, it surround the each odontoblastic process. It forming the inside dentinal tubule, it forming the wall of dentinal tubule, therefore known as peritubular dentine. Now come to the diagram. This is dentinal tubule, and look at the right side, there is a peritubular dentine which form the wall of dentinal tubule but present inside. Now come to the peritubular dentine is highly calcified, means 40% more calcified than the rest of dentine mean intertubular dentine. Now the width at pulpal end is 0.4 micron and it's increasing to about 0.8 micron in dentoenamel junction of peritubular dentine. Now come to the intertubular dentine. Now intertubular dentine, it is located between the dentinal tubules, therefore known as intertubular, mean between tubules. Look at this diagram. The above is the dentinal tubule, the right side peritubular dentine, and left side there is a intertubular dentine which present between dentinal tubules, not on the wall of dentinal tubule. Now the main bulk of dentine is composed of intertubular dentine, and it represent the intertubular dentine represent the first product of odontoblast cell. It consists of a network of collagen fibers and apatite crystals. Now next is the interglobular dentine. When dentine formation occurs, there is a globule which meet. But in interglobular dentine is the hypomineralized area in dentine where the globules are calcospheroids do not fuse to form homogeneous mass of mature dentine. This is the diagram where there is a gap, where there is a hypomineralization. Now, seventh is the granular layer of tomes. What is granular layer of tomes? It is hypomineralized area, the first one. Second is they are the dark spaces in root dentine adjacent to cementum. Look at this diagram. On the right side dentine, left side cementum. When they meet and dentocemental junction, there is a granular layer of tomes, which is hypomineralized area, which is actually the dentinal tubules. Now come to the next topic of time, is the incremental lines. What is incremental lines? These are the growth lines which show daily deposition of dentin. Now there are three incremental lines. First is the incremental lines of von Ebner. Now what is the incremental line of von Ebner? First, it is a dark line. Second, it presents at the right angle to the dentinal tubules. Next, it represents the daily deposition of dentin. Look at this diagram. There is a dark line which show by arrow which are perpendicular to the dentinal tubule. This is the incremental line of Owen Ebner. Next, come to the contour line of Owen or incremental line of Owen. When disturbance occurs in calcification, one or more incremental lines of Owen Ebner become accentuated, mean visible, and known as contour line of Owen. Actually, it is a hypomineralized area. It is a defect in the Owen Ebner line. Look at the left side. There is a line of Owen, which are hypocalcified area, which is due to disturbances in calcification. They are the hypocalcified area. Now, next is the neonatal line. Now, the neonatal line is that incremental line, the incremental line which separate the prenatal dentin being before birth from the postnatal dentin. Now, neonatal line are seen in all primary teeth and the first permanent molars. Now, look at this diagram. This is the neonatal line which separates the prenatal dentin from postnatal dentin. Now, come to the last heading of this topic, the dentinal junctions. Now, dentin form two types of junction, one with enamel, other with cementum. With enamel, there is a dento-enamel junction, and with the cementum, there is a dento-cemental junction. Now, the dento-cemental junction is a smooth line, very difficult to see. It marked by granular layer of tones. Again, look at this diagram. Granular layer of tones on right side dentin, left side cementum, and the dentino-cemental junction, there is a granular layer of tones. It is actually the dento-cemental junction, which is very difficult to see. Now, today our topic is end. In the next two videos of this chapter is remaining, in which we study the types of dentin and the dentin sensitivity. Then our chapter will be complete. Now, we have Telegram channels and WhatsApp group for you people, where we daily share notes, books, videos, past papers. Now, if you are MBBS students, for you there is a channel by name First to Final Year MBBS lecture. If you are BDS student, there is a channel for you by the name First to Final Year BDS lectures, and we have also WhatsApp group for first year BDS boys and girls separately, and we have a second BDS group for boys, and we have a third BDS WhatsApp group for boys only. After completion of that groups, we will also make it separately for girls. Now, all the links of these channels and groups are present in the description of this video. You can join by clicking the links. Now, today our topic is complete. If you like my video, press the like button and share this video with your friends. If you are new to my channel, subscribe my channel by pressing the red subscribe button, and also press the bell icon in order to you receive my each new video notification. For watching my videos, I am very thankful to you. Thank you very much.